Okay, here we are. It's aeration overseeding time here in Northern Virginia, and New Earth news. So, we got two types of seed. We've got a Shady Select and we have an All Pro Transition. The All Pro Transition is made for all sunny spots, and the Shady is just exactly that, for all shady spots. If we put a shady where a sunny, it won't grow. If we put a sunny where a shade is, 50-50 it might grow. But we go ahead and we pick out a specific blend for what our clients' needs really are. Some people will use what's called a contractor's blend. You don't want that. It's got a mixture of perennial ryegrass, which shoots up really quick, bluegrass, which will give you some dense coverage, and then fescue. Really, it's a hodgepodge, crock pot full of seed. We don't use that. We only use select seeds that are proven and tested. So we're going to get going on the aeration and overseeding. All the clients were warned in advance. We're sending an email when we were going to start this process. They've been given watering instructions about watering the day before, so we were able to pull good plugs. And they've got watering instructions on what needs to happen over the next 36 days. All clients that are receiving aeration and overseeding, they were mowed to a height of 2 inches to 2.5 inches over the last week, so that we won't have to come back and visit while the grass is germinating and growing up. That way everything grows up to the same height, and then when we come do the first initial mow after the new seed, we'll be able to cut nicely, and it won't hurt the roots of the new grass, and then we'll get a thick, lush lawn. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here's the two aerators. We've got a Lawn Air 4 aerator and a Clausen aerator. One's 24 inches and one's 16 inches. Justin's on the right with the 16-incher, and Chris has got the 28. When we aerate, instead of just doing one single pass, we actually overlap the passes, and that way we're getting more plugs. And the reason we do more plugs is because here in Virginia, the soil is pretty much clay, and it gets compacted during the course of the year. So the more aeration we get, the better it is to loosen up the soil, and you also get a soil coating on top. So Justin and Chris are going to start their machines. Gentlemen, start your engines. Okay, so as you'll see in our yard, you'll watch. Chris is going to go lengthwise, and as Chris goes lengthwise, Justin is going to go up and down the hill. So they're doing their initial, what they're doing is they're giving themselves an edge so they'll have room to turn up and down. Like I said, Chris is going lengthwise, and he's overcrossing what he already did. And you see Justin in the background is going up and coming back down. Now this is a little bit more time consuming than most companies will do, but we've had nothing but excellent results of doing it like this. So we'll spend the extra time to go a little one step more than to take a shortcut and just do the minimal. Okay, so we've done the aeration, and Chris is showing some of the plugs that we've pulled. As you can see, the plugs are 1.5 to 2 inches long. Some are broken up just because the soil is so good. But as you can see, that's the kind of plugs you'd want. If you have anything less than 1.5 to 2 inches, really your aeration and overseeding is ineffective. So now Chris is going to get started using the Pro Transition, and he's going to start showing how he seeds the yard. Alright, so they're overseeding right now. Like I said, we put down 12 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So as you can see, as Chris is spreading, you can see the amount of seed. I don't know if you can or not. That's getting spread. It's very thick. And what that does is that just gives us more seed down on the ground to give us more grass. And one thing you need to know about fescue is if you look at the top of your head, you have 1,000 hairs, and fescue is sort of like having hair on top of your head. There's a lot of hairs that need to grow. It's not a clumping grass, so we need to put as much down as possible to give a thick yard. And again, they're overcrossing each other to make sure there's enough seed.